everybody. This is Lisa Freeman here from stampingwithlisa.live. I'm looking at the little live button at the top of the screen. I'm like, oh, I'm live. Okay, I should just start all over again. Okay, good thing nobody was on here for that, but it's going to be live on YouTube pretty soon. All right, so let me start over. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, and I'm joining you today live on Facebook for another fun pastel technique card, and it's kind of a messy one, so I had to bring my craft mat in here, and we're going to get the water out and be spraying some stuff, and it's going to be a little bit of a mess. So hopefully a bunch of you guys will get on in the next couple minutes. I'm going to get my computer going so I can see myself and see if anybody is watching. I see a few people watching. Hi, Eileen. Make sure you put a comment on so I can see you. I can see like the little eye that says there's a few people watching. Hey, Mary. How are you guys doing? It is a yucky day here in Chesapeake. Finally, we got a little bit of rain, which is good because I mowed the grass yesterday and put down some grass seed and fertilizer and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that it's going to rain the next 4 days, supposedly, and make my grass grow. So this is the card that we're making today. I know it's hard to see because of the glare, but it's got a really cool background on it that kind of looks like the brush show that we had in the last catalog. I think it was in the last one, maybe the one before that. I don't know. We had two different powders. One was brush show and one was something else, but it looks like brush show when, hey Karen, when you do this technique. And I saw this on another demonstrator's website, and she did it a different way, and I tried that way and it didn't work for me. So hey Deborah. So I tried a few different ways, and this way is the one that came out the best for me. So I didn't see anybody else do it this way, but what I've seen on YouTube is taking a bowl of water, and then you sprinkle the dust from the pastels into the water and just let it sit on the top, and then you lay your watercolor paper on top of that. I could not get it to work because my dust kept falling to the bottom of the water. It wouldn't stay on top. So this way worked a lot better. So that's what I'm going to show you today and tell you about my morning, which was ridiculous. At work now, we're going to have to wear these N95 masks instead of, I keep freezing. Huh. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. My computer looks okay. Let me see. Hopefully my internet is not messing up. It looks okay on my computer, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just yours, Deborah, because everybody else says it's okay. Anyway, we have to wear these N95 masks at work soon because supposedly the OSHA standards changed or something. So instead of just the regular old masks that we've been wearing, which are bad enough, now we had to go get fitted for an N95 mask this morning, and let me tell you, it was awful. So I'll tell you about that while we're stamping. So I'm going to turn you down and you can see what I'm doing. Let me just flip the camera to my workspace. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me get that straight. Hopefully that's good. Let me take my stand out of the way. All right, so here's two different cards. Well, they're the same card, actually. The only thing I did differently was the ribbon on this one and this one. So this one, I liked the ribbon better. The background pieces, I experimented with a bunch of different ones and different colors. And I liked this color combination the best. This was the blue, the blues and the green. This one had some red and yellow in it. And this one also had some red in it. But I thought that the blues came out better. So that's what we're going to stick with today. And this is the watercolor paper. It has a certain name to it, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. I was going to write that down, but it's the watercolor paper, so we're going to be using that. And you also need the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. So I already went ahead and embossed this piece right here as the back piece, so that's what I used for that. And you need the butterfly dies. This is the Brilliant Wings dies, and they come as one big piece for the outline ones, and then the detail ones are separate. So I used this one, and I don't know where the other one is, but it's these two butterflies on there. So I die cut those out, and I used the Harvest Meadow paper, so you can kind of see it's not like solid blue, it's speckly blue, and the back was like the orangey piece. So I die cut it out of that because I was looking for some designer paper that had that color blue in it. So that was the only one I could really find. And the words are from Positive Thoughts, the hugs and prayers, which I know a lot of people need that right now because a lot of people are going through some hard times. All right, so let me move this out of the way and show you what other things you need. So the paper products are 5.5 by 8.5 Coastal Cabana and 5.25 by 4 white, and that's the one I embossed with Tasteful Textile. And then this is Granny Apple Green, 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then watercolor paper. I think it's Fluid 100 is the name of it. I'm not positive, but I think that's it. It's in the Stampin' Up catalog though. 4 by 2 white, and I die cut that with the Tailored Tags dies. And then my 2 butterflies here, cut out with the Harvest Meadow. And then a little piece of Misty Moonlight, 3 by 1/2. And then a little piece of this ribbon. This is the metallic mesh ribbon, which is really, really pretty. Very sparkly. I love it, love it, love it. So that's what you need if you want to take a little picture of that real quick. And I'll read some comments. Everybody can hear me? Good. Okay. Good on my end. Everybody says good, good, good. Okay. Love this set. Love the card, Lily says. Aw, thank you. I know, it's a really pretty card. I wish you guys could always see my cards like up close because they look so different than they do on the computer screen or the phone screen or whatever you're watching on. When I watched it on YouTube on my TV is when it really looked the best because it was like big giant. You know, my TV's only like 55-inch, which is just regular for me. But I mean, some people have, you know, 70-inch TVs and stuff. So if you have a giant TV, it'll look better. So anyway, this mask thing, I don't know if you guys have ever been fitted for an N95 mask, but you have to try on all these different kind of masks, see which one you can handle because they're awful. They're so tight. It's like if you're a size 16 and you're trying to put on a size 4 pair of pants, that's about how that mask feels on your face because they're so tight and small, and they do not make them for, you know, it's one size fits all. So if you're larger like I am and have a fatter face, they're going to be tighter. And that's the bad part because it was really tight. And I tried on 4 different ones and finally found one I could stand, but it was still awful. And then you have to put it on, and they put this big giant thing on you, like an astronaut kind of helmet or something. And then they puff this bitter spray in there to see if you can smell it or taste it. And then you have to do all these different exercises, like walking around, breathe deeply and count and turn forwards and upside down and do some flips in the air and all these things to see if it moves. And then if it doesn't, you're good. So you can wear that one. I'm thinking, I'm going to pass out any minute. It's so bad. Anyway, that wore me out this morning, so I'm exhausted. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to spray. This is just water, and I'm just going to spray this a few times to get it pretty wet. Not like sopping wet, but kind of wet. And you just want it big enough for this paper. So that should be good. All right, then we're going to take our pastels, or our chalks. They're soft pastels, but they're also, chalk is basically the same thing. We're going to be using these 3 colors at the end. And I've got my Take Your Pick tool. So I'm going to start with the Coastal Cabana. And you're just going to sprinkle it on here, like all around. And hopefully you can see all that water. Let me pull it up a little bit. You see all the water right there? So I'm just sprinkling it all over. And then we're going to go to the Granny Apple Green and do some with that. Now, the one that I saw on another person's thing, they just had that bowl of water and they were doing the same thing. But my chalk kept sinking, so I don't know what I was doing wrong. Or maybe I have some funny water here, I don't know. But mine would stay on the top. All right, and the dark blue, you don't need that much of because it's really dark. And this is Night of Navy. All right, so then what you're gonna do is take your piece of watercolor paper. I don't think it matters which side you put down, but you're just gonna lay that right there on top and smush it. And give it a good smush. And lift it up carefully. And then you get that really pretty background. Isn't that pretty? And if you, like, say right here, I didn't get a whole lot, so I'm going to mash it down a little bit more right there. And pick up some more. And maybe, like, right here. So you can kind of pick up more pieces of it if you have some still sprinkled on there. Or sprinkle a little bit more. All right, so I'm just going to set that aside real quick. I'm going to tap off just a little bit of the wetness. I don't want to tap off any color. But isn't that pretty? It kind of, to me, it looks like brusho. I thought it was really pretty. Now, if you want more, you can just sprinkle. I'd wipe that off and start a new little clean pile and sprinkle more and put it down again if you wanted to get it more color than that. But I think mine came out pretty good. So I'm just going to wipe this up. And these craft mats I got on Amazon. They're like silicone mats, and the if you're watching on YouTube, the link to get these is in the description box under the video. It's on every single video, so I just keep my Amazon favorites kind of on in the description box on every video. So if you see something that I've used, it's probably in that box there. All right, so then I'm just going to get this out of the way. And we're just going to let that dry for a few minutes. And if you just take it like it curls up a little bit, just kind of push it back the other way and it'll dry eventually. It only takes a few minutes, really. All right, so now, whoops. We're going to start on the other part. So I want to sponge this one. So I'm just going to put some scrap paper under here real quick. And we're going to sponge with Coastal Cabana. So just get some ink on there. And we're just going to sponge around the edge because that's all that's going to show. So anyway, my hair, that's another thing that's bad too. So I wear, you can tell from my videos, I wear my hair up and up, hairband almost every day, just to keep it out of my face and because it just doesn't do what I want it to do right now. So in order to wear those N95 masks, you can't wear anything on your head. You just have to take it off because it goes right on the top of your head, basically. So my hair's a hot mess right now. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to wear this at work. I'm going to have to wear some kind of a cap or something. I don't know. I'm going to sponge the outside of this one too. Just around the edge. I'm thinking we've lived without it for 18 months now. Why are they going to make us suffer now? The regular mask is bad enough. And that's the only time I wear it really now. I really want to work from home. That's why I need this YouTube channel to just get more and more successful so then I can just quit my job and stay at home and do stamping all day long. That would be my dream again. I did that for 12 years when I was married, but when I got divorced I had to stop doing that and get a job for health insurance. So that's what this job does, pay my health insurance. All right, we're going to be stamping hugs and prayers and love on here, like right in the middle. Beautiful. And this is Misty Moonlight, my favorite color, one of my favorite colors. My favorites are pretty much any blue color. All right, so we've got this done, and I think that's almost it. And then we can put it together. So we're going to start with the back piece and put this on top. And I haven't been reading comments. Let me stop for a second. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Audrey. Hey, Diane. Marsha, joining late. Oh, Deborah, you got an order for me. Yay. So excited. I love getting orders. Seems like everything you show us I need. Eileen says. That's funny. Yep, you do need it all. That's why I show it to you, so you'll go buy it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not really. All right, so we're gonna put this piece down. This is the Tasteful Textile embossing folder piece. So lay that down there. And then let's see, this is just about totally dry. I'll fan it for just a second over here. All right, and then this piece goes down next on the back. And I did this, this is another one of those times where I had a whole bunch of scraps that were this size in the granny apple, and I didn't want to cut it a bunch of more pieces. So I just take the scraps that I have. If they're close to it, I just kind of offset it a little bit. So this piece is not bigger than the watercolor paper. It's actually a little bit smaller widthwise. It's longer, but it's like less wide. All right, this is dry enough, so I'm gonna put this one on with, oh, you know what, I gotta put this on first. So this is gonna go across the middle, just like a band. Let's tape that. And put that down. So I have to go to work today about 2:30 and work all night. Last night was great. We closed at 8 o'clock now, and that was because we were so busy and we were getting out, you know, like at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, the last few days we close at 8, lock the door at 8. We don't close at 8, but we have to wait till the last patient leaves, and the last patient left at 8:45 last night. So we got out really early, which was really nice because I haven't gotten off that early ever. Like since I've worked there in 11 years. It's so nice. So hopefully tonight will be the same and it won't be like totally slammed busy. All right, so what I did was I just took that mesh ribbon. What is it called again? Metallic mesh ribbon. And I just cut it in half, long ways, like hot dog way. So we're gonna wrap half of it around here in the middle and tape it to the back. And that's gonna give it just some sparkle around the middle. And I need regular tape for that. And just put that on to hold it. I wish you could see how much it sparkles. It's so pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really sparkly, like, I don't know, like tinsel, kind of. Looks like tinsel, almost. All right, I'm going to put, oh, I'm almost out of dimensionals. Let's see, I got a couple big ones. And we'll put one in the middle. That one's too small. Let's get another big one. And a piece over here. Always make sure you cut your sides. You don't want to ever waste any of these. And peel those off. And then we're going to put this on the front. And so, like I said, it's offset because it's not, this is not bigger this way. So I think, I don't know which side I like better. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right, so we're just laying that down right on top. And if yours is curling, just kind of mess with it a little bit and it will flatten right back out. All right, so there we go. And then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals also, but I want to put my butterflies on there. I think I'll wait. Well, I probably need to do my ribbon first. I'll put dimensionals on and then do the ribbon. So we'll get a few more dimensionals. It says, will that ribbon be in the catalog again, ever again? What ribbon? That ribbon is on my next wish list. Eileen, which ribbon are you talking about? This ribbon is in the catalog right now. You can still get it. It's in the big book. Is that the one you're talking about? It was like in the Holiday Mini last year, and they carried it over into the big catalog. So you can get it right now. All right, so put a bunch of dimensionals on the back of this. And there you go. And I just realized I don't have any glue dots in here. Uh-oh. No, I don't. Okay, so for some reason I took my glue dots out of here. I don't know why, but we're just gonna have to make do with some glue, I guess. So All right, so let me show you how I put this ribbon in here. So I folded it in half. And so this was, let me see, how long is this? It is, oops, 5 inches. And then I just cut it long ways and we're folding it in half. And then you're gonna push this through, kind of twist it up a little bit, and push it through the hole like that. So you've got the loop right here, and then I'm gonna cut this loop. So now I have 2 pieces, but it's hard to get 2 pieces through. And then you're gonna tie that in a knot. And that's the hard part, getting this in this little hole. All right, and then pull it through. And then when you do, kind of unfluff them. One side's longer than the other, so I'm going to have to trim it. I think I kind of destroyed some of it. All right, just trim that up a little bit. All right, so then that's going to go on this one, kind of a little bit diagonally. So let me peel those off. Let me see, you haven't seen it. You have to check. Yeah, it's in the big book. I forget what page it's on, but it's with all the other ribbon. All right, so put that on here like that. And then, since I don't have my glue dots, we're gonna have to put this on with glue, which I really don't wanna do because it takes a minute to dry, but we're gonna do that anyway. So put that down, like right here. And we'll just let it sit a minute and dry. And put a little dab of glue on this one. But normally I would use glue dots for this, but I forgot. I took them out of here for something. And I don't know where they are. All right, and just hold that for a minute. All right, then we want to put some sprinkles on here. So I've got the dark Bermuda Bay Stampin' Blend. So we're going to do some sprinkling, some tapping and sprinkling. So let me get something to tap on. So we've got, you want the fat end to do this, and you're just going to hit it, and it's going to sprinkle little blue speckles all over. Can you see it? The harder you hit, the more you'll get. And what I do, a lot of people do it the wrong way. They want to go like this and hold it close. You have to hold it like at the end and pretend like it's a drumstick and hit it like you're hitting a drum. All right, so there you go. And then if you want to do Wink of Stella, you could put some Wink of Stella on here too. Oops. Now Wink of Stella, you don't have to hit as hard because it's more liquidy. So we've got sparkles and, whoops, sparkles and blue speckles on everything. So there you go. All right, so if you do not have these pastels yet, you need to order them because they are really fun to work with. So these are all the cards that I've done in class. I showed you guys this last week or so. So you can go back and look at those other videos if you have not seen them. But this is the background technique. So the other one I did like Poppin' Pastels. Oh, Deborah says page 140 is the ribbon. We did Poppin' Pastels. We did coloring with the Wink of Stella. We did just taking your finger and rubbing it on as a background. What else did we do? Coloring with the blender pen. And I can't even remember. So many techniques. So if you missed any of them, go back and watch them. Thank you guys for joining me today. Here is the host code. If you want to order right now any of the things that you see here, anytime, you can just go to stampingwithlisa.com. Make sure you use the host code. It's always here on my videos. This is through the 15th. It's also on my website, so you can see it there. And I will be back with a new video on Tuesday, and this will be probably a Christmas card or maybe a treat. I don't know. I've got a couple different things planned, so we'll see. If you have any requests of things that you would like to see, leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll see if I can do that. But you guys have an awesome rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining me. It was a pleasure visiting with you guys. The highlight of my day, especially after my awful morning, doing the mask. All right, you guys have an awesome day, awesome weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.